The images are AI, but the story and my voice are not. Last time we saw the MAGGA Squad. Our heroes had just escaped the clutches of the Game Master. They have been exploring the universe in search of B.A.T.'s friend, D.O.G. And since then, they have all learned a little bit more about their powers. C.H.I.N. has learned more about his powers of manifestation, changing M.E.G.G.A's colors. But he's starting to like the purple, so he decides to keep it. B.A.T. has mastered all the elements, able to bend them to his will. P.U.P. has learned that he can make himself as big as he wants, and as small as he wants. While they explore, B.A.T. says, "Hey, what's that?" He's pointing to a planet that's shaped like a bone. When they get down there, they can't believe what they see. It's a world full of pups. Everyone is so happy and playing together. The MAGGA Squad introduces themselves and everyone says hello to their visitors. But what P.U.P. sees next shocks him to his core. It's D.O.G, the leader of the pups. He welcomes the MAGGA Squad to Pup World. But P.U.P. is thinking, something feels off. He can't quite put his paw on it, but he doesn't like it. All the while, they start playing with a red ball shaped like a bone. P.U.P. is still skeptical of the whole situation. This is too perfect. Then they all start riding go-karts together. But P.U.P. doesn't join. He's just like, I don't know about this guy. Then they start playing laser tag together. And P.U.P. is starting to feel a little lonely over there. But at the end of the day, P.U.P. comes around. They all celebrate with a big dinner and wine. Then the ground starts to shake. The building is shaken too. What's going on? They all walk outside and look up, and they can't believe what they see. It's the furries. They have been waging war against Pup World, and they begin an epic battle. They have been taking pups and doing experiments on them, and fusing their DNA together to turn humans into giant furries. Look, they're trying to take one of the pups now. But P.U.P. punches them. And B.A.T. and M.E.G.G. destroy all their ships, and they send those furries running. So they win. They defend Pup World from the invaders, and they win the war. Now D.O.G. says, "Who wants a human bone?" What? D.O.G. explains the origin story of Pup World, where they left their home and took over a planet full of humans. They enslaved the humans, making them run experiments for their technological advancements to make the perfect pup utopia. And when they're done using them, they use magic to turn them into bones to consume. The MAGGA Squad just can't agree with D.O.G. and his world. So D.O.G. says, "Fine, but if you're against me, I'm going to have to destroy all three of you." And the MAGGA Squad says, "No, there's 4 of us." C.H.I.N. says, "Yeah, 4 of us." Now, it's D.O.G. and the entirety of Pup World versus our heroes. But look, it's the furries. They're back with reinforcements. They've made friends with the MAGGA Squad, and they're ready to fight alongside our heroes. But, oh no! The pups surround B.A.T. and M.E.G.G. They're hurting M.E.G.G. And B.A.T. gets beat up! And this makes P.U.P. very, very angry. No, it doesn't just make him angry. It makes him absolutely enraged. So while C.H.I.N. uses his powers of manifestation to heal B.A.T.'s and M.E.G.G.'s health bars, B.A.T.'s friendship feelings start to tingle. He runs up to M.E.G.G. and C.H.I.N. and says, "We gotta get out of here." P.U.P. makes himself grow extremely large, so large, in fact, that he becomes the size of the galaxy and punches Pup World with all his might. All they can do is stand there and watch as the fist comes down on their planet. It explodes, while B.A.T. and M.E.G.G. make their big getaway. When they meet up with P.U.P. in the next galaxy over, they're so shocked. Everyone on Pup World is gone. D.O.G., the humans, all the pups and the furries, obliterated to absolute nothingness. They say, "P.U.P., what was that?" And well, P.U.P.'s a dog. He can't talk. He takes them to the remains of Earth to show them what happens when he gets too angry. B.A.T. and M.A.G.G.A console him. It's okay, P.U.P. We're going to learn to control your anger together. And as long as you have us, that's what matters. And so our heroes sadly fly away from P.U.P's past, still in search of Furoji. Absolute cinema. And here's a poster.